You're 19. The dish pit smells like bleach and fish stock. Your hands are cracked. You make barely enough to pay rent. You think the math is simple. Work hard, become a chef. Fast forward 20 years. You own a Michelin-starred restaurant. Reservations are booked for months. The tasting menu costs more than your first day's wages. But restaurant turnover exceeds 70%. Most cooks never make it that far. Level 1. Dishwasher. You stand in hot water for 10 hours. The visible math is wages. The hidden math is shoes, uniforms, bus fare, energy drinks, and unpaid prep work. You learn one rule fast. Nobody pays you to become a chef. Only to wash dishes.
Level 2. Prep cook. Commis chef. You finally leave the dish pit. Now you're surrounded by cutting boards, Cambros, chef knives, 50 pounds of onions waiting to be diced. You think the math is improving. More responsibility, a small raise, a path to the line. Then the hidden costs appear. Knife rolls, sharpening stones, cookbooks, hours spent practicing brunoise and julienne after work. Unpaid. The trap isn't talent, it's speed. Anyone can cut vegetables. The question is whether you can do it for 12 hours without slowing down service. This is where many future chefs quit. Not because they can't cook, because they discover professional kitchens reward consistency before creativity. If you survive long enough, the sous chef notices. And one night, you're told to step onto the line. Level 3. Line cook. The printer starts screaming at 6 p.m. Tickets flood the rail. Ribeye, turbot, duck. Fire table 12. Refire table 7. Behind. Corner. Heard chef. The kitchen temperature climbs past 90 degrees. Your station becomes its own small battlefield. You think the math is simple. Cook faster. Sell more plates. Get promoted. But the hidden math is mistakes. One overcooked protein, one missed garnish, one delayed pickup, and the entire brigade feels it. Service isn't judged by your best plate. It's judged by your worst one. Every night. Many cooks hit a wall here. 12-hour shifts become 14. Weekends disappear. Relationships start failing outside the restaurant. The median cook's wage remains far below what most people imagine fine dining pays. The prestige belongs to the restaurant. The exhaustion belongs to you. If you survive enough services, the executive chef starts trusting you with more than a station. You begin managing people. That's when you enter the next level. Level 4. Sous chef. Now you're responsible for everyone else's mistakes. Inventory, schedules, food costs, training new cooks, closing paperwork after midnight. The visible math says management equals more money. The hidden math says more responsibility. Your pay increases. Your hours increase faster. You become the bridge between ownership and the brigade. The trap is pressure. The chef wants perfection. The cooks want leadership. Guests expect consistency. Everyone pulls from the same person. You. Most careers stall here. Not from lack of skill, from burnout. Because cooking is one thing. Managing cooks is another. The few who adapt earn the opportunity to run an entire kitchen. And that's where the real gamble begins. Level 5. Executive chef. The guests never see you, but every plate carries your reputation. You arrive before most of the staff. You leave after most of them. Food cost percentages, labor targets, vendor negotiations, menu development, health inspections. The visible math says you've made it. The title is respected. The salary is finally substantial. The hidden math is ownership without ownership. If food costs rise, it's your problem. If service fails, it's your problem. If revenue drops, it's still your problem. One bad season can erase years of progress. The trap is believing culinary skill alone is enough. At this level, you're no longer just a chef. You're an operator, a manager, a strategist. Many talented cooks never make the transition. The ones who do get a chance at something very few chefs ever achieve: a Michelin star. Level 6. Michelin-Star Chef Owner. Now, the dining room is full every night. Reservations disappear in minutes. Food critics analyze every detail. Investors return phone calls. Your name has become a brand. The visible math finally looks incredible. Premium tasting menus, cookbooks, consulting contracts,
Television appearances, multiple restaurant concepts, revenue measured in millions. But the hidden math never disappears. A Michelin star must be defended every year. One poor review, one failed opening, one economic downturn, and the numbers change quickly. The pressure simply evolves. Most cooks enter the industry dreaming about creativity. Very few realize the final level is responsibility. Because the latter was never really about cooking. It was about surviving. The long shifts, the low wages, the turnover, the unpaid hours, the physical pain. The people who reach the top aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who stayed when the math stopped making sense and kept climbing anyway. That's the career of a Michelin-Star chef. Not a story about food, a story about endurance.